Hello and welcome. It is finally time. The time has arrived. We're going to start a new Rimworld series. Our storyteller is going to be Cassandra Classic. We're going to be playing on Blood and Dust and Reload Anytime mode because I'm not that good and I don't hate myself. Pretty much a recurring theme that we're going to be doing in this playthrough is science. So therefore, I could think of no better seed than science! Alright, and here's our planet where we are going to be committing some serious science on Nashira Menkar. Let's see if we can find a good spot to land. I've kind of found a good place to land. We're going to be in the northern and then also the eastern hemisphere. Gonna land right here. Temperate forest, large hills, 30 days of a growing period. Have a couple of people who are a couple of factions around us who kind of even amount of like us and don't like us. Allow me to introduce you to our solo colonist. This is Albrecht Zweistein. He is a man with an incredibly huge brain and an unrelenting appetite for knowledge, for science. How smart, do you ask me, is this man? Well, he's definitely smarter than any well-known physicist you may know that only has one stone in his last name. Now, big brain power comes at a cost. Albrecht is not going to be able to participate in any kind of violence, and unfortunately any kind of firefighting. But that's okay, because we're going to have a way to solve that here shortly. So let's go ahead and make planetfall. Alrighty, we are here for our temporary home, well, permanent home for the foreseeable future more like. So to survive on the Rim, we need to follow 3 basic rules of survival. Survival science. First rule, need a shelter, and defense of said shelter. 2, we need a food source. And then 3, unpaid interns. Now unfortunately with humans, you have to keep them fed and make sure that they don't do things like light themselves on fire. So instead we're going to be relying on robots. Now unfortunately we don't really have anything on this map that resembles like a half-decent structure, so we're gonna just kind of go into this little nook for the time being. We definitely need to get somewhat of a shelter built, and then also a bed, so that he can, so Albrecht can survive his first night. The roof has been completed, and now has the bed. Simple bedroom. Survival science. Okay, now we have to get defenses up and going pretty quick. I'm going to build a little portable wood fire generator in here. Help keep him warm at night too. But then we definitely need to get some defenses going, because since he's completely incapable of violence, anything like a, man-hunting rabbit will kill us. And at the first night, we have a turret built with no power, a few batteries, a portable wood fire generator, and that's about it. We're still doing good though. I have faith in this man. Morning time's already here. Gotta keep your energy up. So Albrecht's gonna go ahead and chew on some of that survival meal. He's only got 20, well, I say only. He's got 28 more after this one that he's gonna eat. That'll last us for a couple of days, especially since he's the only one here. But we will have to definitely have food be the next thing that we worry about. But in the meantime, we still gotta work on getting our defenses set up. Alright, so we starting our first bit of power generation. It's going good. Of course, Albrecht is definitely smarter than I, because I'm a big dumb. There's a whole reason you don't put a wood a wood burning generator in an enclosed space, because it got over 100 degrees in there. But I'm giving credit to myself that I caught it before it became an issue. So, go me. Early day, early start. Gonna get a little finishing touches put on our little temporary storeroom. And then Albert's gonna start sowing some fields. Well, actually he's gonna plow the fields first. Then he's gonna sow them. Food science. Fields are plowed. Got our growing zones chosen. Hill root, corn, rice, and some cotton plants. Now we just gotta worry about getting them sowed in time. Shouldn't be an issue though. That's the only thing he's gonna be doing for today. Well, it's still 9 o'clock at night here, and Albrecht is still getting his growing zones going, but he's probably gonna call it quit. Yeah, there he goes. He's gonna call it quit now. He's gonna take a little rest and start back up early tomorrow. Good night, sweet prince. Fields are complete. Should be good to go. Now they'll grow. Now, even though I probably could have done this a little bit sooner, we're gonna go ahead and start on this. We're gonna get our droid fabricator going. And that goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Unpaid robotic interns. They're gonna be a big help to our survival here. So that's going to be the next thing on our list. Okay, and our first event is actually a mad rat. Now, I have had that happen before, where one mad rat or hare goes crazy before I have defenses set up, and that becomes the end of the run. But not this time, because you're dead, fool. Albrecht lives another day. Now, luckily, our unpaid interns come in two varieties. We have worker droids and battle droids. Now, even though we don't pay them, it's not free. It does cost a little bit. It's going to cost us 225 steel and 8 components. Now, the steel's not so bad, but the components, we've only got 40 of those, so we're not going to be able to make a lot of them. And the battle droids cost even more than that. We're definitely going to have to hit some of the local resources to keep going there. The good thing about those droid fabricators too is as soon as you fill it up with the necessary items, it automatically prints. Oh, and it looks like our first droid is almost complete. There he is, Droid Zero, you magnificent unpaid intern friend. We will put you to great use in building, well, I guess our mighty science, I don't know, whatever you'd want to call it, science collective of sorts. Now our droids, one of the great things about them too, other than we don't need to feed them, they have the soulless automaton buff, I suppose you'd call it. I can't feel, which means their mood's always 200. We won't have to worry about them mentally breaking, just physically breaking. The only real bummer about that though is that all of their abilities are set in stone. They will not gain or lose any of their abilities, but that's okay because they still serve the purpose that we need them for. Now we've got one worker bot. Now we need to build a battle droid. That requires even more steel, 518 components. Alright, and here's our event to name our faction and our settlement. Because it looks like Droid Zero, despite not having any sentience, he's like, hey, you should really name this place, pal. Alright, faction name, that's gonna be easy. We're the Zweistein Technocracy. Now with a name like that, obviously, all the, crazy people and raiders and savages and what have you, the lesser beings of Albrecht's knowledge, they're gonna look at that name, they're gonna be like, nerd! So we have to name this place something scary that will instill fear into the hearts of lesser men. So Fort Kickass it is. Your faction is now known as Zweistein Technocracy, and this community is now known as Fort Kickass. Hey, look, we got some cargo pods. Alright, we got some space corn. I mean, I was growing some corn, but, that's alright. We'll take some space corn. Alright, first raid. I have Sif Sharks. This is where the fun begins. Yeah, we've got an achievement mod, or mod that allows achievements. So that'd be kind of cool. Cool to keep track of some stuff. Looks like the only person attacking us is Burnett with a knife. And Burnett is beginning her assault. Friend, I am sorry whoever you lost a bet to, or who convinced you that this was a good idea, but I'm afraid you have come to your doom. Wow. took a shot to the head though, and is still going pretty well. So that's that's something. And then my turrets keep missing. Okay, well, okay. And then that was the end of that. So Burnett, good try, but no. And as Albrecht and I guess we have to name our droid too, don't we? Continue mining and doing some other miscellaneous work. Our battle droid is just about ready. Yeah? Just about ready? Says 100%. You gonna pop out there? Yeah, there you go. And a battle droid is born. Yeah. Now it is gonna be kind of a pain in the butt to call one droid and the other one battle droid, or call them whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the chance to name these droids. So go ahead, just make sure in the comments below something appropriate, please. But yeah, let's go ahead and name them, and I'll just kind of pick whichever one's either at random or whichever ones I like. And it's a cold, rainy day on this 14th of April, May. Well, actually not that cold. It's 66 degrees Fahrenheit. But today I'm going to have Albrecht focus on making some frontier rifles. Pretty soon we are going to have some we're going to have some worse bad guys other than knife-wielding maniacs coming at us. And the team increases. Now we have another droid. Need another name, friends. Now I've been so kind of caught up in getting everything kind of up and running before I totally forget something that I haven't really talked about, like what the whole point of the series, or the focus, I suppose, of the series is going to be. I know I said science. That doesn't really kind of narrow it down, does it? Anyways, what we're going to be planning on doing is we're going to be using some of our mods to obviously build droids, build an army of droids. We won't actually have other people because Albrecht, being a futuristic space nerd who doesn't really like other people, he's pretty much just going to be sticking with droids, androids, that variety. We're also going to get into some, we're also going to kind of dabble in genetics. We're going to get some animals, splice their DNA, mix them together, take, things like bears and, like, cats, like, bigger cats, not your house cat, and splice them together and make bear cats or cat bears. Gonna build, like, robotic Muffalo and stuff like that. But then also what we're gonna do is, just a couple of weeks ago they released, a new vanilla expanded mod for mechanoids, which we haven't seen that faction yet, but basically it added a whole bunch of new things that we're gonna do with mechs. It's gonna be a fun time. While we're at it, let's go ahead. We'll get one more battle droid in this episode anyways, and it may not be much, but we have a little refrigerator setup and a little dining room. Then at least Albrecht won't completely lose his ever-loving mind just because he didn't eat with the table, or without a table. But hey, at least he gets to eat futuristic food paste. Alright, raid by the Alliance of Asbiar. So let's see what they're packing. Oh, an archer, Tol Braybor. So that sounds like something out of Lord of the Rings. Except I'm sorry, friend, they're not going to be making a movie about you that's going to span, like, 12 hours worth of content. That's just not going to happen. Self-defense bot, I choose you. Get him. Him? Her? Her? Yes. Yes, epic battle. Well, okay. I was making a joke, but alright. Hey, just in time for our other battle droid to be built. What's up? We got our first quest too. A proud Iron Husk Beetle. Theodora Espites, a yeoman of the Exodus Empire, is making a request. She wants you to take care of her favorite pet, the Iron Husk Beetle, Regina, at Fort Kickass for 13 days. I don't think so. No. I should not be trusted with pets. A couple of days in the future, we have a actually dedicated bedroom to our good friend Albrecht, and finally a science lab as well. A research lab. Science lab, research lab, same thing. So we're going to get him started going on what he came here to do. Science. Definitely gonna need some solar panels first, though. I'd say that'd be our first priority. Whoa, and I didn't even notice. We got some brachiosauruses on our map. Nice. Alright, so this quest looks a little better. The same lady, Therosia Phalamus. At least I believe that's the same lady. She was killed in an her guards were killed in an ambush. She escaped, is now being followed by a man-hunting cactipine. I'm pretty sure that's just a cross between, you know, a cactus and a porcupine. Wait. Someone else is doing science. Sweet. Well, okay. Well, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take that, just so that we can give Albrecht some honor. And here comes Palamas. We're gonna have something following her. Yeah, there we go. Man-hunting. Yeah, sure enough. Just yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, so that was what it was. It's just a cactus and a porcupine. Well, cactipine, prepare to meet your maker. Well, maybe. Someday. Maybe? Yeah, good job, friends. Of course, I come and save you, and the only thing you're doing is like, this place is so boring. I guess I should play horseshoes and partake in some kind of recreational activity. Oh good, my shuttle is here. Time to get away from all you poor peasants. Thanks for saving me. See ya! But the positive of that is now Albrecht is a yeoman. Here comes someone from the Empire to bestow this title upon me. Well, me, Albrecht. But he's asleep for his own ceremony. Oh no, don't arrest. I'm just waiting for you guys to decide where we're gonna be doing this shindig. And we shall do the bestowing ceremony in the dining room. Wonderful. Kinda like dudes, we're just a colony full of one guy and some robots. Definitely not murder bots. What's with all the gear for? But alright. So Albrecht's now a yeoman. That means we can start giving him some psychic abilities. So he may not be able to fight, but nobody said nothing about not being able to have any psychic abilities. Alright, looks like another raid, this time by the Unending Militia. They are attacking immediately. What do we got? Oh, looks like we got two androids, one with a stabby stick and one with a hardy stick. Cool. Alright, friends, well, I hope you didn't install your pain protocol because we're bringing it. Well, poor Maxton, he's already dead. Addison. Sorry, but looks like Mercy Module 404 not found. Alright, and we're done with that. And with that last raid complete, I think we're going to go ahead and call it for this first episode. It's already going on, I didn't realize how long I've been playing, so the episode definitely is a little longer than I'd like it to be, but that's okay. Don't forget to write a comment down below if you want any one of the droids to be named whatever you'd like. The only thing I do want to let you know is it'll probably be episode 3 when you will actually see the name changes, just because this first episode kind of went on longer, like I said. If you stuck around this long, thank you for joining. I will talk to you next time. Bye!